The NBA draft is where teams hope to find the next superstar to build their franchise around. It's where kids become men as they try to embark on NBA journeys for the ages. But what happens when most of the picks in an NBA draft class become major disappointments? They make it onto our list. That's right, I'm Justin Fraction, and today we dive into the 10 worst draft classes in NBA history. And a big thanks to Gadzooks for suggesting this list. We do hope you like this video, and if you do, feel free to click subscribe down below for more cool videos every single day. Number 10, 2002. While the first pick, Yao Ming, was anything but a bust, he had a remarkable career with the Houston Rockets, reaching 8 All-Star games. Too bad he never fulfilled his full potential because he struggled to stay healthy. After Ming, the Chicago Bulls took Jay Williams, who was out of the league a year later. Also, Nicolas Skaitishvili was taken by Denver with the 5th pick. He averaged 2.9 points per game. Amari Stoudemire was another standout who became a star, same with Carlos Boozer. But other than that, the rest of the 2002 NBA draft class was pretty lackluster. Number 9, 1990. Derrick Coleman, the top pick of this draft, enjoyed a solid career. So did second overall pick Gary Payton, but most of the selections after them weren't so great, to put it nicely. Dennis Scott was the 4th pick but struggled to blossom into a star. Felton Spencer, the 6th pick, averaged just 5.2 points per game in his career. Willie Burton, the 9th pick, was far from a star as well. All told, the 1990 draft had solid players but no legends outside of Payton. It was an extremely mediocre draft at best. Number 8, 1989. 9 players would end up making the All-Star game, but none of them really ended up being legends, and the top 10 selections were extremely disappointing. Purvis Ellison was the first pick. Aside from one Most Improved Player award, his NBA career was anything but spectacular. Danny Ferry was the 2nd pick. You probably didn't know his name until we brought it up. J.R. Reed went 5th. Who's he? And the rest of the top 10 went as follows. Number 6, Stacey King. Number 7, George McLeod. Number 8, Randy White. Number 9, Tom Hammonds. Number 10, Pooh Richardson. Hardly inspiring. Number 7, 2013. It's still a little early, so we'll avoid putting them number 1. But man, talk about a very disappointing draft. Anthony Bennett, the 1st overall pick, has been barely able to cut it as a bench player. 3rd overall pick Otto Porter hasn't found his footing yet either. 4th overall pick Cody Zeller has also struggled to find consistency. So far, nobody from this draft class has played in an All-Star game. Besides Steven Adams and Kelly Olynyk, there ain't a lot to love in this draft. Number 6, 2006. Andrea Bargnani was taken with the 1st pick by the Toronto Raptors. LaMarcus Aldridge, the 2nd overall pick, has been a bona fide star in the NBA. No complaints there. But 3rd overall pick Adam Morrison was a bust for the ages, despite so much promise coming into the pros. Sheldon Williams, the 5th overall pick, didn't do much. Rajon Rondo and Kyle Lowry were among the few standouts in this class, but they weren't taken until 21st and 23rd respectively. Oh, and Duke star J.J. Redick hasn't done much in the NBA either. Number 5, 1973. Well, Doug Collins was the 1st pick and made 3 All-Star games. Kermit Williams was another superstar, but the rest of the draft left much to be desired. Jim Brewer, the 2nd pick, only averaged 5.8 points per game in his career. Ernie DiGregorio, the 3rd pick, was out of the NBA by 1978. Ed Ratliff, the 6th pick, also didn't do much in the NBA. This was another terrible draft that failed to bring a new generation of superstars. Number 4, 1986. Can't complain about the top pick, Brad Daugherty. Tragically, Len Bias, who was the 2nd pick, died shortly after being selected due to excessive cocaine usage. Dennis Rodman, a cornerstone of the Chicago Bulls dynasty, was taken in this draft, but you probably didn't know about these other guys. Number 4, Chet Person. Number 5, Kenny Walker. Number 6, William Bradford. Number 7, Ron Tarpley. Number 8, Ron Harper. Number 9, Brad Sellers. And number 10, Johnny Dawkins. They rounded out the top 10 and really didn't leave much of an impact. Number 3, 2001. There wasn't a lack of superstars. Pau Gasol became a consistent star and won a pair of titles with the LA Lakers. Tony Parker became part of the San Antonio Spurs dynasty, while Tyson Chandler emerged as one of the league's premier defensive players. Gilbert Arenas helped fill up the seats in arenas during his prime, but so many of the other guys failed to do much of anything. Kwame Brown was the 1st overall pick and left much to be desired. Eddie Griffin, the 7th pick, just shares a name with a cool actor. And Sagana Diop, despite the cool name, didn't really stand out himself. Rodney White also failed to develop. Sure, there were a few stars, but there was a lack of depth when it came to great players. Number 2, 1997 NBA Draft. Shame on us for including 1997 when the legendary Tim Duncan was the top pick of this class. And hey, Chauncey Billups and Tracy McGrady were also other stars selected that year too. It's just the rest of the selections failed to pan out. Out of all the first-rounders, 13 of them failed to play double-digit seasons, and only 8 guys averaged double-digit points per game in their careers. As for the second round, only 2 guys played double-digit seasons. Must we say more? And number 1, 2000. Kenyon Martin went first overall. He wasn't Kobe Bryant, but he became a well-rounded impact player. But the rest was terrible. Okay, not the rest. Michael Redd enjoyed some nice years, but 18 out of the 29 first-round picks were out of the NBA within 9 seasons. 7 of them played no more than 5 years. Only 4 second-rounders played double-digit seasons. This was not a great draft class. Even Martin didn't really become a bona fide star. Yet, he was the top player of this draft. What other NBA draft classes were major disappointments in your opinion? Join us in the comments below. If you liked this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.